Hey guys, Ashton here. Today I'm going to share with you the setup of my Gillio. This is a personal size planner and this is the Compagna, and the leather that I have is the brown Croco. And I first just want to say that this is absolutely my favorite ring-bound planner that I've owned so far. I've had some Filofax, Kiki K, and to me this leather, no other planner has compared for me. It's just really soft leather. It's really flexible, but yet it holds everything together, and it's just really, really nice. So let's take a look inside. The thing that I love so much is that there are tons and tons of pockets. It's really, really awesome. So over here in the zipper pocket, I just keep some things that I don't need to get to every day, but I just keep them in case. So I have the little certificate that comes with your Gillio. I have stamps, I have business cards, and I have some coupons from Erin Condren. And then I do keep some money in there just because I don't always keep cash with me in my wallet or in my purse, but by keeping my planner with me, I'll always have a little bit of extra cash just in case, and I like that it's not in my wallet. So in this little pocket, I just keep some stickers. So these are from my shop, and this is the mini size sheet, and they fit perfectly in there. So I have a few like hand lettered stickers to do the months, different things. I have yoga, I have astrology stickers, and I have coffee. So I just put a bunch of the mini sheets that I use kind of on a regular basis. These are great for labels and, planning, journaling. And then I have this little card from Maggie Holmes, and I really like it. And then I have a couple of stickers from, I think, Michael's and Target. So I just like having the little gold stickers kind of peeking out with the pink. I just love that. So in here I have just some decorative stuff. This is such a small pocket that I don't think I would really be using it functionally, personally. So I just have some decorative things. I have a little cactus clip. And then I laminated this card. It's also Maggie Holmes, and so is this. I just love her design. So I actually just drew this little swan and cut it out of paper and laminated it just because I thought it was really cute. And I love the little swan theme. And then I love this card, and I just clipped a little Miss Daisy Rose to it just because I love the bow and it's cute. So then in the back pocket here, I just keep these Post-its. So these actually will fit into the rings, but they just take up kind of a lot of space because they're sort of thick. So I find it easier to just keep them in here. I'll just put like random notes in here if I need to. And I also keep a couple of these printables, and I think this was from Annie Plans. This was just a freebie for your meal planning and grocery list. So then behind the dashboard, I just keep another dashboard. This is from Nancy at Tweety Pie Collage. I'll definitely link her shop. I just love her dashboards, so I have a couple of those in here. And then inside this one, I will just keep some Post-its. So I have these little flags if I need them. Those are from Hobonichi. And then I will just grab a Post-it, and I keep my Post-its in the back of the planner, but I'll just grab one if I need a note, and I'll just stick it on here. And you'll see, by the way, through my planner setup that I have some purple Post-it notes, and those are just covering up some private information. So I just wanted to keep most of the pages in here so I can show you, but there is some private stuff covered up, so that's all that is. So behind this laminated page is just more notes, and then in here what I have is just a bunch of note paper, and I just cut up tons of different types of paper. I have some like notepads from Rifle Paper Co., which I love, and Target Dollar Spot, and I have some like Webster's Pages things, Filofax paper, tons of stuff. So I actually cut down some like drawing paper in case I need to make a sketch or something like that. I was brainstorming my planner sections. This grid paper is actually a printable from Annie Plans, so I will definitely link her shop below. And then we get into the first divider. And all my dividers, I just made them. I cut them on my Silhouette, and it was really easy to do because I found a shop on Etsy that already has all of the templates for the tabs, so I will definitely link that below, and it was really easy to just send that to my silhouette, and I just used some more Maggie Holmes paper because I love it so much. So you'll see the dividers are just really cute, and I just kind of went for like a neutral theme, and I love them. So, and that's where I got the idea to put the little swan in here. I just think it's so cute. So my first section is my goals. So first of all, what I have is a vision board, and this was really easy to make. I just grabbed some cardstock and printed some images off of my Pinterest board, and my word of the year is star, so I kind of included a quote on that theme, and I just picked images that kind of represent me and what I want to do in 2017. I just kind of put inspiring things that I want to look at every day just to remind myself, you know, that kind of the big picture goals that I have. And then behind that, I actually printed my resolutions. So for me, resolutions are just kind of like vague things that I want to do, and they're not really specific goals. So I like to have both. So I just have some kind of vague resolutions, you know, just things that I want to keep in mind. And then when you come to this bookmark, this is where you'll see my specific goals. So I'm not going to share them all with you, but this is kind of how I have it set up. I have just written goals here, and then I actually have 5 categories: relationships, body and wellness, spirituality, creativity and learning, and livelihood and lifestyle. So those are kind of 5 categories that I made goals in, and so I just kind of made a little chart. And I got those 5 categories from a video by Yoga with Cassandra, so I will link it below if you want to check out her goal setting video. And that was really helpful. So that's how I kind of came up with my goals, and I did put them in my planner. And I just want to say too that from the same shop that I got my divider templates from, I also got bookmark templates, and I actually kind of used that, and I wrote goals on mine, but I think they're just today, month, and weekly. But those are really awesome, and they had a script font, and I just personally changed it to a like typewriter font because I prefer that, but they were really easy to just cut out on my silhouette with some scrapbook paper. So then on the back, what I did was I actually took, and this is a really good exercise, I actually took my goals, and my goals are very specific. They're things like, just to give an example so you understand how I did it, one of my goals is to read 10 books in 2017. And in 2016, I actually didn't read, I read 1 book. I used to be a big book reader, and I really want to get back into it. That goal would go under my creativity and learning section, and I just wrote read at least 10 books. And I can read more, but at least 10 is my goal. And so the way that I'm going to do that is you'll see how I break it down. And I did this for every single goal that's written down in here. I have broken it down into habits that I need to do every day, every week, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. So I broke it down that way. And then I'm also going to plug them into my monthly goals. So I have a sheet here that I printed. I just designed it myself, and I did for these 2. But they're just really simple. You could just write this down on paper. It's just January, February, and it goes through all the months. So you'll see that I have started to kind of plug in those goals to specific months. And then I actually printed this from Printable Pineapple, and she has a bunch of inserts that I've used. So this is kind of how you can track a yearly habit, and so I'm tracking when I am making artwork, and so I just put a little heart each day that I do it, and my goal is to do it every day, but I'm not going to be too hard on myself if I skip like 2 to 3 days a month, but that is my goal, and I do want to keep track of it so I can see over the year how I'm doing on it. And then what I did is I created some goal inserts. And so what I did was here's a couple examples of my goals. So reading 10 books. I wrote the goal, I wrote where I am and where I want to be, and then I started to write down my progress. So I applied for a library card, I wrote a list of books that I want to read, and then, each book that I read, I'll write it down, and so on. So I did this for actually all of the goals. I picked the kind of 10 goals off of this sheet that are the most important, and I made a sheet for each of those goals. Some of them are kind of personal, so I did take them out of this section for the video, but I just wanted to show you how I set it up. So then my next tab is going to be my planning section, and in here I have my schedule, and this is one that I designed myself again. I just wanted something really specific, so I did go ahead and make this in Illustrator. I made a chart and got really specific, but again, what I did was I went into my goals and I kind of took a look at these goals, and I kind of took a look at my habits as well, specifically my weekly habits. And I made sure that I was making a weekly schedule that would have everything included for my goals. So I color coded it as well. So for example, like purple is health. So every morning I need to get ready, kind of clean up my house, eat lunch, kind of just take a mental break from my work, things like that. So, and then over the weekend I need to do yoga. So it's kind of color coded. But you'll see orange is my orange and pink are my work-related things. So you'll see that I have mostly this is a work schedule since it's Monday through Friday. And so I just kind of set it up according to when I like to do different things. And for example, I like to print and cut in the afternoon because for my sticker shop, because my silhouettes tend to work better in the afternoon. And I find that it's a really easy task to work on in the afternoon. My brain is kind of working the best in the morning, so I tend to save the printing and cutting for the afternoon because it's just kind of an easy thing that doesn't require much thought if I'm getting kind of tired in the afternoon. So that's kind of how I set it up, and I made sure not to schedule my entire life really specifically. So you'll notice that I did leave quite a bit of time open on Thursday, and the reason for that is that if I have an appointment, I have either morning or afternoon to schedule an appointment, or to go shopping or do something for my home or for myself, or if I need to work all week, if I have enough work that I can't get it done in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, then I can also use that time for other work related things. So I like having the flexible schedule and leaving that open. So then we go into my monthly and weekly section, and this is a printable from Annie Plans, and this is something new that I'm trying. I just printed this in black and white, and so it actually has the month and the habit tracker and the week all kind of in one printable, which I find really helpful. And so it's really easy to print. I think it was about like 7 sheets of paper, and then I just cut it out, and I decorated this with some stickers that I got in the December Panda box, and I think this is from there also. So I just love the box, and it was really, really cute. So I will definitely link that below. But I've just kind of decorated my calendar spread here, and I do have a plan with me on how I did this. And then on this little gemstone card that came with the box, I just stuck some of my own stickers that say January goals, and then on the back I just wrote in some specific goals and decorated it. I've got my monthly bookmark, and I like having, I know this is kind of in the way, but I like having this card in here so that when I come in to check my monthly schedule, those bigger goals are already here, and I can just kind of refer to them as I'm planning my month. So I like that, and I love these little feather stickers that also came in the box. And then the next page, you'll see I decorated it with some more washi and stickers from the box and one of my to-do labels. So this is my habit tracker. So it's currently Monday the 9th, so I need to update this, but you can see these are some things that I aim to do daily, and then these are things that I don't necessarily do every day, but I do want to keep track of how often I do them over the month. So that's just helpful so I can see how I'm doing those things. And then there is a blank spread here, and this would be a really great place to write in goals or things that you need to do over the month as well. So I haven't filled in the first week yet, and I did go with this vertical format that she has, and she does have a lined and an unlined version. I saw Rachel from the Rachmark kind of post this on Instagram using this kind of these inserts, and so I wanted to try it when I saw that. So that's kind of how I have it set up so far. Then this is just a little acetate bookmark, and I just cut this just with scissors, and I hole punched it, and I did cut slits in here so that you can remove it, and I did that with all my bookmarks so it's easy to move them around. So I love those inserts so far. So that just goes through the rest of the month of January, and then I don't typically use a daily page, but I did print some, and I can't remember off the top of my head where I bought this, but I will definitely link it below so that if you're interested, you can print it. I just keep these just kind of as an extra like to-do list in case I have a day that's like particularly busy that I need to really write a schedule. I can do that. So I have a few of those. Okay, and then the next section is my health section. Oh no, it's my list section. So my list section, I just keep, of course, lists in here. So this is one of the things that I did for my goals was, for example, for my reading goal, I stuck a little sticker from Paper and Glam on there, and she has a book club, so I'm not going to be reading all of the books, but there are a few of her book suggestions that I wanted to read, and so I put those into the months that she had, and then I also went ahead and started picking out books for myself and just throwing them into the month category if there was a specific book. Some books I know that I want to read them at a certain time of year, so I threw those in. And then this is really cool. These are actually book review inserts, and so I thought this would be helpful to keep me reading, to kind of take notes and things, and do a little book review. So these are from Yellow Paper House, and I think you can pick the color of the paper that you want them printed on, and of course I went with pink just because it would kind of match my planner. So I really love those, and I think it's a really good idea. So I have a wish list, just general things I want to buy when I think of it or save the money. And TV show tracker, I will link where I got this one below as well. But I just keep track of a couple shows that I'm watching and just check them off. And then my next section is kind of my like project section. So I actually have it split into home or personal versus work projects. And these are just kind of things that I'm currently working on. They're not all projects that I ever want to do because it would just be too big of a section, but I just kind of keep things. So like, for example, I wanted to kind of work on home projects, taking notes and thinking of things that I want to do around my house. And then also I wanted to reorganize my sticker binder, which I did already, but that was just written there. I am taking notes. I have been watching the channel At Home with Nikki. She's here on YouTube, and she has so many good ideas, especially when it comes to cleaning and organization. And so I just kind of like, whenever I watch a video from her, if I think of something I want to do in my house specifically, I will jot it down, and that kind of gives me some ideas. So any home related things will go in here. And then I have another dashboard from Nancy at Tweety Pie Collage, and that kind of splits my home projects from my work projects. And I actually had to take all of my notes out because I have notes on like new releases, specific ideas, and things that I'm working on, like collaborations and things. And so there was just some personal information that I couldn't share, but it's just note paper, just like my home section. That's just kind of where I keep little notes, and I'll keep like for my website I have certain colors that I use, and so I will keep notes on like what the hex codes are for those colors, things like that I have to that it's convenient to have it written down. It's all in my computer, but sometimes it's hard to just I don't want to like dig through and find a specific file, so I just keep it in here. So then my last is my finance section, and I have a page with coupon codes, and then I also keep in here my expense trackers. So I do keep one for business and I keep one for personal as well, and then I have a bunch of those. I also have a debt tracker. So for example, I have my my mortgage details in here, and that's the only debt that I have, I think. So, but this page has spaces for several, so that's what they look like. For me, it's a little bit easier to keep track of my finances if I actually have to write them down. And I do check that kind of every day or every other day, and I do write down each and every transaction just because I think it's much easier to keep track of. And same thing with the debt tracker. Everything is there online, but I just find it easier for me to like kind of keep things in mind if I actually put pen to paper. So same thing with my bills, they're here, I need to fill that out, but I just keep like my personal bills at the top, and then I keep some work related bills at the bottom, and that's what they look like. So that's the end of that section, and then I have another little dashboard here and a piece of acetate that I cut out, and just because I think it's cute, and it also helps my pages not get stuck under the rings when I close my planner. So in the back here, I just have some samplers. I have some Coffee Monsters Co. I just keep them in here because they're so small and I don't want to lose them, and they're super cute. And then I have some from my shop. I have some business cards as well. So everything is in there. I keep another bookmark in here for my planner if I need it. A little astrology card. I keep a stencil from Hobonichi. Some cards from my hair salon, and some Post-its. And then in the back, this is where I just keep some things if they're too big to put in my planner. Like I was going through CB2 catalog and like cutting out pictures that I liked for my house. So I just keep like those kind of things in here. Anything like that. I love this pocket so much because it's really big, and if you actually get a full-size letter sheet of paper, you can fold it in half and put it in here, and it's super convenient. So like right now I have some like an email that I had to print out. I have like a bill, a piece of mail. So anything like that, like mail especially, or anything you get like at a doctor's office or anything like that, you can just fold it and throw it in here. And I love it because I can just keep it all in my planner, and I don't have to keep like a separate folder or anything like that. If I need to carry some paperwork with me, it's all in here. So I love that about this planner, and it's really convenient. And then the last thing that I have is just my pen gems, and this is my favorite. This is, I think, the Latte. It's really cute, and I love that it's gold and it has some pink in it, so I think it looks really cute in this planner. So I think that's it. I'm sure this has been kind of a long video, but I hope that you got some ideas or that you enjoyed watching, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.